In today's video, we're going to go over and show you how to assemble and make this really fun Toddler clown hat and ruffle collar. You're going to be receiving two files. The first one are the instructions, basically going over how to tape and assemble the pattern and how much you'll need for the material. And then the second file is the pattern itself. So let's go ahead and get started by first double checking the square. Let me go ahead and grab a ruler. I recommend that you print out the first page of the pattern file, double check the square, and you want to do this just to verify that nothing got distorted in the printing settings. I do have a video showing you how to set up the printer to print this out correctly. I'll link it down below for you guys to check it out. Anyways, so yeah, it measures 2 by 2 inches. We're good to go. And in the instructions, I tell you to tape and match on the dotted line from A1 all the way to A6, and then we're going to go down to B1 all the way to B5. Again, we're going to be matching them on the dotted line. When taping this up, you don't have to cut every single side. Just cut one side on each page. And we're going to be matching corner to corner, like I said, on the dotted line together, and we're going to tape this down. Let's go ahead and get started by working on the clown hat first. So for the hat, you're going to need 1 out of fabric, 1 out of felt, and then 1 out of fusible interfacing. And then you also have the ruffle trim that you need to cut 1 out of fabric. However, though, if you want to save a little bit of time, you can always go shopping and purchase some pre-made ruffle trim. There's a bunch of fun ones on Amazon, or you can make the ruffle yourself. This is one that I already made. Start by first ironing on the fusible interfacing on the wrong side of the cotton. So grab your cotton piece, flip it to the wrong side, grab your interfacing, and the shiny part goes down, and we're going to press this. The next step will depend on your preference on how you want to finish your hat. So let me grab my sample that I already made. So this one, I added the trim after assembling the whole hat, okay? The reason why I did this is because I didn't want the ruffle to be sewn in the inside of this seam, because I feel like it was going to lay kind of flat like that and didn't really like that look. If you don't care about that and it's easier for you to just sew the trim while the hat is laying flat, you can do that right now. So grab your trim, right? Leave 1/2 inch at the bottom, so mark that, and then just place your trim above that line so that then once that is sewn down, we're going to fold this and then sew 1/2 inch. But like I said, I want to wait for mine, so I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm just gonna be sewing the hat again, 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then for the felt, we're going to be leaving an opening about 2 inches. Okay, so 1/2 inch down, 1/2 inch up. I'm going to quickly clip just a little bit of a corner on both. And then for the fabric one, I'm going to flip it to the right side. Here is our hat. Now we're ready to add our piece of elastic that measures 13 inches long. To add this onto the hat, go ahead and press it down flat. This has become our back seam now, so it has to be right in the middle, okay? And we're gonna grab a piece of elastic. We're gonna place it on the side, sew this down 1/2 inch, and then sew the other one on the other side 1/2 inch. And here is our elastic all sewn onto the hat. Now let's go ahead and put it back like it was and grab the felt. This is going to be our lining of the inside of the hat. So we're going to be placing the felt and the fabric right sides together. And we're going to be matching the back seam with the back seam of the fabric. And we're going to be sewing all around 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors and just snip a little bit on the curved areas of the hat If you guys remember, we left an opening on the felt piece. We did this that way we have a way to flip the hat right side together. So let me go ahead and start pulling this to the right side. And now we're going to close the opening. You can either just pass it with your sewing machine, or you can do an invisible stitch on the felt. And then once you're done with that, we're going to push the felt in the inside of the hat. Next step is optional. I'm going to go ahead and top stitch all around the bottom of the hat. That way the felt stays in place and it doesn't move. If you want to skip this, like I said, it is optional. You can, and you can move on to the next step, which is adding the pom-pom on top of the hat. You can either sew it by hand or hot glue it in place. And I am pretty much done with the hat for right now, so let's go ahead and put it to the side and grab our ruffle piece. Like I said earlier, you need to cut one out of fabric, and I also tell you to do a gathering stitch right in the middle of the piece. But before we do that, we need to decide how we want to finish the edges. Like this is cotton, it will fray, so you can either create a 1/4 hem top and bottom, or you can also pass it through the overlock and have the edge exposed with the thread. I don't think it looks bad. This is how this one looks like and turned out. I kind of like it, so I think I'm gonna recreate this for this one as well. So let me take it to the overlock. Now that our ruffle piece is all serged top, bottom, and side, we're ready to sew the gathering stitch right in the middle. But here's a little tip that I like to do whenever I'm creating my own ruffle trim. I like to use elastic and sew that right in the middle in the back. Okay, so we're gonna flip it to the wrong side, grab our piece. This measures about 20 inches, okay, and we're gonna be sewing and pulling the elastic as we're sewing them together. So let me just quickly sew this in place. I'm going to kind of pull the elastic and see how it's creating the ruffle super quick. And this is how you make some quick and easy ruffle trim. Look at that. Okay, let's go ahead and glue the trim onto the hat. If you have a home sewing machine, you'll be able to pass this through your machine and you can sew this in place. But if you have an industrial machine like I do, you can sew it in place if you want to, but I'm just going to use my glue gun. I'm going to start from the back seam and slowly start gluing that in place. I think I want this to stick out a little bit. Just a little bit from the edge. Full trim is all glued, and this is the reason why I decided to add the ruffle after making the hat, because I did not want the edges to be sewn in the back seam. I think this looks way better if you do it afterwards. But again, you know, I'm here to give you ideas and you can decide however you want to make your little clown hat. I think the last thing is I want to add another pom-pom, you know, why not? Let's make it more fun. So I think it needs a second pom-pom. Okay, let me glue that. Here it is. We're all done with the hat. It came out so cute. Obsessed with these. These are super fun to make. Let's go ahead and put this to the side and we can start working on the ruffle collar. So you have 3 pieces. The first one is the collar itself, and you need to cut one out of fabric and then one out of fusible interfacing. And then you have a ruffle 1 and ruffle 2, cut one of each on fold. The thing I'm going to do with the ruffle pieces is finish the edge. So you have 2 options. The first one is the way that I designed this pattern by adding bias tape and sewing this on the edge like that. But if you don't want to add bias tape, you can also just finish the bottom by creating a 1/2 inch hem. Once you're done sewing the bias tape on the ruffle, go ahead and serge the rest of the piece. And then after that, we're going to create a 1/2 inch hem on the side. I already did it to this ruffle. So like that. Okay, let me do that to this one as well. Before I go ahead and create the gathering stitch on the ruffle, I want to stitch them together. That way they don't move. So I'm going to create a base stitch. So I have ruffle 1 and then ruffle 2, and I'm going to pass it through the machine. So about a quarter to hold these together in place. Now that we created the gathering stitch, go ahead and just carefully start pulling the thread through. Now that the ruffle is all done and gathered, let's go ahead and put this to the side for a moment and grab the collar piece. So for this one, we have 1 out of fabric and then 1 out of the fusible interfacing that we need to iron onto the wrong side. Again, the shiny part facing on the wrong side of the fabric, and give it a nice press. I also went ahead and serged all around the collar piece, and then I also marked the 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch because the ruffle is going to go in between these two. Grab your ruffle piece and then just really add the ruffle onto the collar, so right sides together, again starting from the 1/2 inch mark. Okay, like that. We're going to pin to the other side where it's marked 1/2 inch away from the edge, like that, and then we're going to be sewing 1/2 inch seam allowance. And the ruffle is all sewn onto the collar. Now go ahead and cut 2 pieces of satin ribbon that measure 18 inches long, and we're going to be sewing that above the ruffle, right side with right side. Sew that in place 1/2 inch, and then repeat the same to the other side, 1/2 inch, and after that is sewn, we're going to fold this right sides together and sew 1/2 inch. After you're sewn the collar on the sides, go ahead and grab your scissors and you just want to snip a little bit like that. That way it's easier to flip it to the right side. And here it is. We're almost done. The last thing we're going to do is take in 1/2 inch on the edge of the collar, and then we're going to fold it again, covering the inside like that. And you can either hand sew this in place, or you can top stitch from the front right here in between. That way you don't see the stitching on the collar. Unless you want that, you can top stitch here or in between. And that's pretty much it. We are done with the ruffle collar. I will go ahead and link the pattern down below in case you guys want to check it out and make it yourselves. Right now I currently have it only in taller sizes 2T to 6, but if you guys want them in bigger sizes, message me so I can work on that. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.